Hey all you cool cats and kittens. It's evening feeding and whoops. What happened there? Evening feeding and meds time, and there's a lot of wind today, so I have put a sock over my speaker on the phone, so please let me know if you cannot hear me well. The stabilizer does not seem to like the sock, Jerry. Hello. Everybody's doing evening chores and food prep. We keep some of our interns in the refrigerator. They're so sweet, they'll melt.
They like being in there. It's cool.
Yeah, it's hot out. It's like 87 degrees.
Almost.
Yeah. How long do you think you got, Angie?
Maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm going to run over next door and peek in on Andy, and I'll be right back.
Okay. I tried to shift her back over because she pooped. You know, she had pooped on this side.
Yeah.
And then she pooped on the other side, like really ugly. So I was able to shift her back.
Because after being in that squeeze cage, oh, this is too funny.
She's the invisible Becky.
Yeah, you can't see.
If you're a bobcat, you can't see her.
I know, and she's like this. Are you signed up to do anything else? Somebody signed up? Yeah, are you doing anything else?
So for those who don't know, Andy Bobcat got her cone off this morning, and we had to get her in the squeeze cage and squeeze her up kind of tight so that I could cut the little rope loose to take the thing off her neck. And apparently she messed in her cage and now is refusing to go back into the lockout, the squeeze cage, probably for fear that we'll put that thing back on her. Jamie said she can go outside Monday, I think. Hi, sugar. I know people are just so worried about you. Where's that good girl? Can you say hi? Hello. You've been like the best bobcat patient ever. Yeah, you've been such a good girl. It's okay. I won't bother you. Don't want to stress her out. But I thought you guys might like to see her if you hadn't been watching on the Nest Cam. We had really big crowds, I guess because of it being Memorial Day weekend. Oh, sorry, I gotta hook these to my pants. And we had the grand opening of the catwalk, which was very cool. People can go up there now and see Seth, and soon we'll be able to see Andy. I love crepe myrtles. This is particularly, I was gonna say it's particularly interesting because it has white flowers and pink flowers, but I see it's two different trees. It's just you're getting your flowers all over on the side. So while we are waiting on Angie, how about we do our Facebook Live question of the day? Okay, I'm standing in a lot of wind, so is this helping with the wind? Can you guys hear me okay and not hear wind? Wow, it's evening in Hungary. So cool. Volunteers carrying meat over. They have to defrost 500 pounds of meat a day. So they have to carry it from the freezers to the cooler inside the building there. So the question of the day is, and if you are somebody who reads the updates, you will know this. In 1993, we rescued 56 cats from a fur farm in Minnesota. And there's only one cat still with us today, all these many years later. Name that cat over at bigcatrescue.org/win. Don't post it in the comments here, you're giving away the answer. Go to bigcatrescue.org/win. And the person who gets it right first, if you've never won before, will win your choice of a day tour pass to Big Cat Rescue, valued at $36, or any one item from our online store at bigcatrescue.biz or catrescue.biz. And actually, can you guys see that? This is one of the shirts from catrescue.biz. It says, "No tiger should be treated like a number," and it has the cubtruth.com logo on it so that you can contact your member of Congress and let them know to support the Big Cat Public Safety Act. Matt's like, what did I walk into? Diane, you're right. If you've already won, you still can put the right answer over at bigcatrescue.org/win, and you'll get a beautiful picture of the day. Luana always has a nice picture over there.
So we don't need that.
You gonna put her in here already? Oh,
I don't want to step on their nicely mopped floor.
yeah, we're doing it on. I just feel like you just scrub the entire floor, and I'm like, oh.
If this sock thing works, I need to know so that I can make something that's not so much in the way. Maybe cut the toe off of a sock. Right now it looks absolutely ridiculous, and I can't see or zoom in and out very well. Freezing? Oh no, that's terrible.
I'll take the mops if you want to get a bucket.
Alright, whose buckets do we need to get?
Michelle, I'm not sure which tigers you're talking about. The ringling tigers, they're trying to send to Germany, and we're asking people to go to tigershows.com to speak out against that. You don't have to duck, you're the star.
I don't want to like ruin whatever you're saying.
You're not yelling in the camera.
So you're like, who's this girl who keeps getting in front of your shot?
Is Becky riding with you? If so, I'll just chase you in my cart.
Yeah, probably change me because I have more buckets to put in here.
Tina, every evening we have a bunch of cats who are really old. We have 27 cats who are over the age of 20. And by contrast, most cats in the wild and other facilities only live to be 10 or 12. But here, they get such great care from these wonderful women that you're seeing, and great vet care, that they live a long time. So they need all kinds of supplements for their old age issues, and some need medication for their old age issues. And some of the cats are not keen on eating when everybody else eats in the morning, so they get fed at night. So that's what's happening right now. So the reason, or the way I titled this was how to tell a real sanctuary from a pseudo sanctuary. And while they're loading up their buckets, we can start on that. Luana said this was a topic that you guys had asked for a lot. And we have a couple of website links that we frequently send people to, and we'll post that in the comments afterwards. But there's several different things that if you're trying to tell whether or not a place is someplace that you should support, there are some things that you can do, and there's some things that you probably should not do.
I'm trying to get set.
Okay. just looking at a website is not a good idea, because there are some really horrible places that have some fabulous looking websites that make them look very legitimate when they just aren't. So how do you know that the money that you donate is really going to go to the cause that you want it to support, and not into people's pockets or into bad things that they shouldn't be doing? Where is Seth at? Oh, okay.
Come on, baby. Yeah. You're ready. I know you are. Oh, you gotta stretch. Stretch. Yes. Come on, sweetheart. Wow, who's a good baby? Yeah. I know. I promised you another treat. Oh, you want to say hello to them? Oh, so nice of you. I know. Oh, I need to take this one. Baby. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, such a good dainty boy.
What's he still getting meds for?
Pain. This is tramadol pain. You good? Was that good? Yeah?
Chris, if you go to our updates page today, or go to the URL tigershows.com, it explains all about where the Ringling is trying to send their tigers and what you can do about it, because sending them to a circus in Germany is not where we think they should go. So while she's getting the rest of her buggy loaded up, so what are some ways that you can tell a good sanctuary? And I would say or even a zoo, I would say the very first thing you should look for is on their website, on their Facebook page, on their Instagram pages, any of those places, are they posting pictures of people touching exotic cats? If they are, then they just don't get it, and they're part of the problem, because the main reason that these cats end up suffering in cages and backyards and basements all around the world is because people think that it's okay to touch these animals, and it's not. The only way that you can do that is by taking them away from their mothers when they're first born, depriving them of the mother's milk and nutrition, because once they take them away from the mom, they can't keep giving them back, or the mother will teach them to be wild, even if she's tame. And even if they're not breeding or buying or selling animals, which are some of the things that, you obviously should not be supporting any place that's doing those kind of things, if they're posting images of themselves touching the animals, then they're sending that bad message that's causing other people to behave badly. So I would say that's probably the very first thing that you should look for. One of the worst places, in my opinion, is the Columbus Zoo. And, all the other criteria I'm going to give you, they rank pretty highly in that. They're an AZA accredited zoo, and they're a big, huge national zoo. You would expect them to be legitimate, but they let people touch the cubs. They let the big donors touch the cubs anyway. And then those people go putting those pictures all over the internet. Okay. And that's what causes the abuse. So I would say, please don't support any place that's doing that sort of thing. And then, like I just mentioned, are they accredited? If it's a zoo, are they accredited by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which is AZA, not ZAA, which is a joke? If they're a sanctuary, are they accredited by the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries?
Hey, hi, Hansel. That just doesn't look like the same tiger. He looks little. Hi.
Who's she calling little?
Well, look, his head. His head always looked so big before.
I think he's lost a lot of his fluffy ruff.
Yeah.
That's just too hot to carry. Lee, I think Jack Hanna is the worst part of the problem, because he takes those animals on all those shows.
Angie, before you give him any more, he needs to have some food.
Which makes people want to touch them and have them as pets, so it just sends the worst possible
He's got
message.
stuff in his stomach for the antibiotics. See if he'll eat some balls of ground beef. Make sure we coat his stomach really good.
He's like, yeah, listen to what Becky said.
They're supposed to give
Fill my tummy all the way
a
up.
third or a fourth of his diet to eat with the pills. Oh. See, I told you I'd take care of you.
You're such a good patient.
He's like, hey, that's pretty good. I never had ground beef.
Angie, can you switch to 3?
I know, Paula. I keep getting those two mixed up all the time, too. And I apologize that I've not done many live feeds this last week. I've had construction going on at my house. Thankfully, it's all done now.
Go ahead.
This is Megan the Cabana. I was wondering if I should crate all of the kittens and bring them over to Food Rest.
Not unless they're going home. I said, not unless they're going home. I don't want them just sitting in crates.
Yeah.
They leave them sitting there in the
Don't crate 'em
sun.
up yet. It's too early.
Okay.
They've just made it all nice and clean, and now the kittens are going to go, ah!
That's okay. That's what it's there for.
Okay, now he got some stuff in his belly. That's a good boy. That's little ball. Just one more little ball, just because you're so cute. Hi. Aw, I love you, baby. I do.
Oh, I got you. Made your heart race.
I thought for a second he was going to have the Hoover issue. But, he was there. You know, sometimes you're so tired you don't know if you're alive. This can happen to me when I come.
Oh, gotta have some water after all that, huh? Okay, now they're probably headed to King Tut. So we have a page on our website that compares AZA and ZAA, and if you just type in, I think, bigcatrescue.org/AZA versus ZAA, you should find it. But it explains how the ZAA is not the little guy's AZA. It's just a bunch of backyard breeders that add to the problem. So if you're looking to see whether or not it's a good place, make sure it's accredited by the American Zoological Association, AZA, or the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries, which is GFAS, GFAS. Another way you can tell is, because, I mean, maybe some of you are like forensic accountants, but probably most of us are not. And if you're trying to figure out, is this place going to spend my money the way they say they are, then one really good tool out there is Charity Navigator. Charity Navigator goes through all of their, the charities' 990s, which is like their tax returns each year, and they have a lot of criteria that you have to meet in order to be ranked well with them. And they rank you from like 1 star to 4 stars, and they'll explain. There's a big, huge graph that shows you why some charities do well and other charities do horribly. And so having their forensic accountant look into all of that for you, when there's no membership fee, you know, it's not like a dues or club or anything like that. Anybody can be rated by the Charity Navigator, and it's completely independent, so there's no way I can sway what they do other than doing the best I can with the funds that we get. And so make sure that the facility that you're supporting is at least a 4-star charity with Charity Navigator. And then I would say, there's the biscuits. Is it the biscuits? Woo! Woo! Did you say woo? You did say woo. Here's Nabisco. Back in the background is Mrs. Claus. Really not liking this sock. Teresa, we are 4 stars, which is their highest rating, and they also do it on a numeric system. So I think we have something like I forget, like 99.7%. I mean, it's just ridiculously high. In all of the charities in America, we're in the top 6%. Another thing I think you should look for is transparency. So even though all of that stuff is posted on Charity Navigator for us, we also post it on our website because a lot of people don't know to go to Charity Navigator. So we post all of our 990s, our audited statements. We're constantly out here answering your questions, and we're always happy to answer anything that you want to know. And so I think that's really important in who you support. Are they going to take the time to make sure that you get all of the information that you need, and can they prove to you the information that they're providing is accurate? So transparency, I think, is a really big issue. Probably the hardest one for me to wrap my head around, or for anybody, because it's such a hard thing to display. You can display how many stars you are, or what your percentage ranking is, or those things are pretty easy. But what is that organization doing to end the problem? Hey, Smalls. Okay. Smalls is cuter. Only because she'll let me see her. Yeah. Divinity's not going to let me see her get her pills. No, because she's so shy. She's too shy. You, my love, are a darling. So for a zoo, they're certainly not doing anything, or haven't in the past been doing anything to end the private possession problem. I think they are going to be huge allies this year in the Big Cat Public Safety Act bill, and I'm very excited that they announced at their conference that they are going to support the bill finally after all these years. So they've never opposed it, but they've never come right out and said, yes, we endorse this. And so they said that at their conference, and we are really hoping that they will stick to that, and that they will actually reach out to their members of Congress to try and get the bill passed. And if you're not familiar with the bill, it's a bill that would end the private possession of big cats. And so we're very, very excited about that. So in that way, they would be helping. Of course, the Columbus Zoo is not helping, but and I know there's some other zoos that are not helping. I don't mean to pick on them, but there are many AZA zoos who are supportive of ending the private trade in these cats, and who are going to be helping us this year. So I'm very excited about that. When it comes to sanctuaries, I feel like so many of these places don't want the problem to go away, because when you talk to them or you see them interviewed, they're always saying, oh, my passion is to save animals and I just can't say no, and it's all about me being this wonderful savior. And I just hate that kind of crap, and I hate it when the press comes here and tries to do that with me, because it's not about me. It's about these animals and ending the problem at its root. And we get so little help from other sanctuaries as far as getting them to really rally their supporters to end the trade in these cats. There's a few, but not many, that really step it up and make it a priority to end the problem. So when you're interviewing them, and when you're looking at their website and you're looking at the kinds of appeals that they send out, take note of that. See whether or not they're really trying to fix the problem. And if they're not, then why are you supporting that? You know, it can feel good to rescue a new cat, but if they're not doing anything to end the problem, then that's really not the best use of anybody's time or energy. So those are my suggestions. As a last-ditch effort, one of the things that Luana mentioned on the updates page is the 911animalabuse.com site. If there's a place that you think is bad from whatever you've noticed about them, If you go to 911animalabuse.com, you can search for them, but the problem is they change their name as fast as most people change their underwear, so that you can't find the bad stuff on them. So it's really hard to look them up, but some of them are just so blatant that you will actually find them there, and you can make your informed decision after considering all of those different aspects. All right, Smalls, I think they are moving on from Divinity. I thought I saw the cart move. So I'm going to let you nap in the sun, and we are going to go see if we can see some more cats. I apologize for all of the shakiness. I can't pinch the screen with the sock over it. Nadine, I'm not sure what situations you were talking about. If a cat were pregnant, yes, we would take them in. We're not going to not save a cat because they're pregnant. That would really make me sad, though, because the idea of more cats being born in cages is just unbearable. They deserve so much more than what any of us can give them in a captive environment. I was wrong. They have not moved past Little Dove, so apparently she's being stubborn. Or not Little Dove, Divinity. Hey, Carol. You mentioned a stud book, and just because a cat is in a stud book does not mean that it's in a species survival plan. So, like cats that we've had here in the past, in fact, this enclosure is air conditioned because it was built for snow leopards, and the snow leopards were it's Jamie telling me the key to my house doesn't work anymore because I forgot to tell her I changed the locks. The snow leopards were in the stud book, but they were surplus to the SSP. They were not to be used for breeding because they were too well represented in the gene pool. So just because a cat is in the stud book does not mean that you should be breeding them, just like those snow leopards. In addition to the fact that we would not breed snow leopards for life in cages, they shouldn't be bred even under the species survival plan because there's too many of that lineage already out there and not enough cage space for them. And so when a place tries to fool you by saying, well, they're in the stud book, that doesn't mean anything. Are they in the species survival plan? If it's a tiger, is the tiger species survival plan manager saying that that's a cat who specifically should be bred to carry on the line or not? And I don't believe any of them should be bred for life in cages because none of them are ever going to go free. But if you are of an opinion that tigers or any other type of wild cat should be bred in zoos, then at the very least they should be limited to the cats that are actually in approved SSPs to ensure that there's no inbreeding. And if the cubs are white, you know there was inbreeding because that's how you get the white cubs. Pam, you might ask them why they don't belong to the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries. And I don't know which place you're talking about, so it could be that they have applied and just have not been approved yet. What the Global Federation of Animal Sanctuaries is known for is mentoring those who want to become accredited and who want to do better. And so they will often help them out, sometimes even give them a grant of money to help them have better facilities. And then they start, once they reach a minimal area of a minimal level of responsibility toward their animals, they can be verified. That's a term that they use. And then once they really have their act together, they can qualify to be accredited.
All right, I'm off to Sabre.
Most of the time what we find is that sanctuaries refuse to be accredited because they don't want anybody looking over their shoulder. They don't want anybody looking at their financial records. They don't want anybody approving or disapproving the way they treat their animals because they're concerned that they don't meet the standards that they should. And so what they'll frequently say is they don't want to be part of a club, or it's all politics. And it's just not. It's a good way for people to know whether or not the facility is doing right by the animals. And it's such a wonderful group because we all help each other, we share resources, we get together and do rescues together. It's just, there's so much good that can come from being accredited, and absolutely no reason not to seek that accreditation. I heard he came home from vacation.
He did. He didn't want to.
Did he get coaxed back, or did he walk back overnight? Do you know?
No, I don't know. I just found him. I saw him yesterday that he had moved over, and they had moved Cheat into vacation.
So it must have happened yesterday.
Yeah.
Look at all the grass in his cage. I'm so happy it's growing.
So pretty, and he loves it. He's been laying on it, like just in a very grassy spots all day.
Is that wonderful? It feels so soft.
Hi, Dave.
Love the softness. Sabre is our oldest cat. He's 25 years old.
Hi, handsome. Come here. I know.
Takes a while to crank up.
I know. Did you stop at a spot that I can't reach you?
There, you got it. Oh, good boy.
Hi, handsome. You're the most handsome black leopard ever. Hi, lady. I know. I made you walk all this way. I have a little bit more, just a tiny bit, just for your back. Good boy. Good boy. I love that.
I know the
dog.
feeling, Lauren. I moved a lot of furniture through all of this construction work at my house, and I can just barely move myself.
Oh, baby. I can see all your spots in the sun.
Nobody brings me pain meds on a stick.
I know, right?
Could I have that frozen in a, what do they call those, a fudgesicle?
Oh, yeah. I like the fruity kind.
I'm not tempted unless it's chocolate.
See, I don't do chocolate that much. So. I'm more the fruity
What?
kind.
That's
Yeah.
hearsay.
I know. I know. Nobody believes me. I'm like, how can you be a girl? I'm like, nah.
You're kind of a tomboyish girl.
Yeah. But I'm like, I like it. I mean, I eat M&Ms, but that's about it.
Because that's not real chocolate, or what? I've heard so many people say lately they don't do coffee. This is Jojo, the caracal serval hybrid.
No, don't jump from there. Turn around. Come down. No, coming down. Coming down. Boy. Very good boy. Very good boy. Aw, who's the handsome Jojo bee? Hi.
Robin, we're in this advisory state where, like, certain times of the year you can't order chocolate. They just won't ship it here because it's too hot. Okay. I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I really, really don't like anything that McDonald's has to offer except their coffee. And somebody had told me that their coffee was actually rated better than Starbucks, and so I went and tried it, and I love it. And now I am so happy because I have that Keurig thing, and you can actually buy the, they call it McCoffee, but you can buy that online. So I just ordered some that should be here any day. I go through it like crazy. I'd gotten off of coffee, and now I'm up to like 3 cups a day again. For all of you who are sharing this video, thank you so much. It helps us reach people that we don't know, and it's really hard to reach people organically anymore. Hi! Treats are coming, Armani. Wow.
Who's a good girl? Hi, Armani. I know. Armani. Good girl, Jade.
It's easy because their signs are in front of their cages. That's how I know their names. Seriously, they are very different. The easiest way to tell her is her spots on her forehead are very random, whereas Jade's have like a V, like a tiara.
I have lots to eat over by Baby Chicks. Thanks everybody for your help today.
Sweet girl.
I don't remember the last time I had Folgers.
You get something too. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Go to bed.
Hey, don't do that. She was biting the wire. We don't hand feed them because we like our hands.
Yes, very much. Very much so.
And that would send the wrong message. If we're hand feeding them like you would your dog, and I'm showing that sort of thing online, then people are like, oh, I could make a pet out of that. No, you can't make a pet out of that. You shouldn't make a pet out of that. That is a wild animal that belongs in the wild.
Plus, I really like my hands.
And their teeth will go through our skin like a hot knife through butter. You guys were designed to rip the flesh off of things, even if you didn't mean to. Thank you, Paula. They do look very good for 20. You're not even very creaky yet. There's Sundari. I thought I saw you.
Liars, you have to be so cute.
Can't help yourself, can you?
And she's looking more and more like her mom. Like, she really reminds me of her mom. Especially poses like that.
Ooh, somebody's getting a treat.
Good girl. And it's gone. They don't even chew, they just swallow. There you go, cute. Well, you can't blame her. She has gorgeous pants.
Go on, we're so thirsty now. No. Diablo! Robin, those are some cute emojis you got there. Lee, bobcats are not protected in any of the states, I don't believe. It's a shame. We have talked to biologists here in Florida who said that they really believe, actually biologists who work for the Florida Wildlife Commission, who say they really believe that the bobcat should be protected because with the Florida panther numbers in such peril, the bobcat is like the next largest apex predator. And you need those apex predators to keep the ecosystems healthy. And bobcats are dying all over the state from lack of habitat and mercury poisoning in our water. A lot of neurological issues are seen in the bobcats, and nobody's doing anything to protect them at a state level. And I think one of the big reasons for that is that they sell hunting permits to people who want to kill them, and that makes more money than saving them. Paula, you're so right. You know, without those big green things there, we're not going to be able to breathe. And the way we save those plants and those oxygen producing trees is through saving habitat and having the carnivores in there that keep the herbivores from eating it all to the ground. Hey, Gabrielle.
Is Diablo not coming? No, he's being shy. He's out. He's being shy. Yeah, do you want to try your magic on me? Well, you got the long stick. That'll be the only thing that... Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to need it. You got the other stick, too? Yeah. All right, I'm going to try teeth. Oh, okay. Since you don't have no meds.
Were there work groups over here today?
Yeah.
Huh.
Everybody's being shy, like Nancy's being really weird. He's out walking around now, but I'm sure everybody's gone. Keisha only ate one small chicken drumstick today.
Is she in heat again?
No, she doesn't seem to be. But she doesn't want drumsticks. All she wants is thighs. I offered her a piece of red and she growled at me. I'm like, okay, I'll find thighs. Keisha!
I know you guys are going to ask as soon as you see her, why does she have a tail? It's because the place that she was rescued from had cats sharing a wall, and the keeper said that the lions next door ripped it off. Hi!
Hi, Missy.
Becky got your faves. Well, maybe not today.
Come on. Oh, that's a good girl. She's like, why didn't you give me this morning? Then I would have ate. I didn't make the bucket, honey.
So funny how they have different favorites different days.
Oh, yeah. Like today, TJ was all about pork. Yesterday, he was all about nothing.
Look at those teeth. My goodness, you have beautiful teeth.
And she doesn't want to eat bones. Isn't that crazy? Because you got the best teeth for bones. Yes, you
The
do.
fact that you have teeth for bones.
That's true. You're a rarity out here, babe.
You little youngster, you. You're like only what, 16,
Oh.
17?
She didn't like us talking about her. Snarly girl. What was that all about, huh? Oh, our stalkers over there on the road, Bill Frank. Come on. Hey, don't be hissing at me, Missy. I'm giving you good stuff.
Joseph, when you say a room full of pictures of the cats or rescues, we have 10,000 pages on our website that have all that. There's not enough wall space out here for that.
Oh, I know. Are you going to growl up with every one now? Am I not fast enough? Are they too big? Are they too small? What? I need to go faster? Well, if you came closer, it'd be easier.
Crystal, she's fine. She just didn't like what was on the breakfast menu this morning, so Becky came back out with something that she did seem to like.
No, she's...
I've never seen you do that.
What's wrong, Missy? You know, we can't leave that thigh in there.
She's like, take it. Okay, you win.
Yeah. I always let her win. She has the teeth. She has the teeth. Baby girl, come on. Hey.
Everything looks good at food prep except Danny
Keisha.
Tiger does not have a diet for tomorrow. Do you want us to make that now, or is it okay to
Keisha.
make it in the morning?
Miss Keisha. Baby girl.
Do we have enough of what he needs for tomorrow?
This was the stalker she was mentioning. Thought maybe I was crowding Keisha, so I'm coming over here to see if I can see TJ. I see him, but he's a good ways away.
Okay, go ahead and prepare.
Where's TJ? TJ Tiger. Ooh, Angie's feeding TJ. Is it yummy? Luana did a nice oil painting of TJ that I turned into a t-shirt today. It says, people who don't like cats freak me out.
I'm stealing.
We love our first timers, and I hope you won't be shy about asking questions. Sometimes if a question is asked in a snarky way, the people who love us might jump all over you, which I apologize for because we really want everybody to be nice to each other here. And Luana is on here, so she can answer your questions if I miss them. Hi, TJ. I don't have anything. Yeah, Angie's looking for some stuff on the cart for you. Because he's decided he only wants pork today, so she called for somebody to hurry up and bring some more pork. And she's stealing some pork out of the buckets that she will put back in, but she doesn't want TJ to go lay down before she gets some food in him. You have big paws, don't you? You have gigantic paws. Who's so handsome? Who's the handsome tiger? Who's the precious tiger? You just stay right over here till she gets back, because she's coming right now with food. She's coming right now. She's coming for you. Okay. It's very exciting. He's such a picky eater, so they gotta really move whenever he's ready. if somebody could look at bigcatrescue.org/TJ and tell me, oh, Lauren, you beat me to it. He was born in 1999. So he's, what are you? 1999. Yes, Roberta, the heat definitely does not help. And right now it is 86 degrees in Tampa, Florida.
I don't know if you'll go for thighs, but I need pork. Just bring me this. I don't know whose bucket over there.
Steal pork, steal pork. Selena, actually, depending on the cat and depending on the keeper, sometimes they use tongs and sometimes they use a stick. Some of the cats really want to take that stick and play with it, and so they have to use tongs, which the cats do not want to bite into because they're metal.
Are you just making up for turning her down all day, TJ? Pretty much.
Making nice now.
Well, he just ate 7 pounds like an hour and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah. After eating 3 pieces yesterday.
It's all one?
I have to hurry up and post it because Catherine's going to be worried.
Kimmy, you can visit us on Facebook Live every day.
Okay, when she brings more, it's got to go in Zusie's bucket. Yeah. I just stole all of Zusie's. Zeus and Booby. And Hoover. Wait, don't go, don't go. Don't go.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Don't go. He's loving the pork today. I know. The pork day. I told her to bring me a scale so we can weigh both of these buckets. Yep. Now we know how much we have to put back in. And how much he ate. I thought you said bring you a stick. No, a scale. So clarify to her. Please. Oh, shit. Call her because she's still not out here. Who's doing it? Sarah C? Sarah C.
Amy, there are 2 white tigers here. Unfortunately, white tigers are the product of inbreeding.
Are you coming?
So they suffer a lot of birth defects.
Yep, I'm on my way. Don't forget the scale.
She's probably going, scale? Yeah. Scale? I said scale.
Not the one to weigh the tiger, the one to weigh the food.
Our scales don't go that high that we use for food. He is hungry.
Oh, that's a good URL, Lawana. I didn't realize we had White Tiger Lives. Is that one that you bought?
Hi, baby. No? He's like, busy? No. You done, baby?
So the reason that they need to bring the scales out is because each cat's food is weighed, and since they stole food out of buckets, they need to make sure that the cats get the right amount put back in. I know, Lori, he did a great job. You were wonderful, TJ. It's all done? Diana says you're all done. Mm-hmm. Licking the lips.
Well, I thought you said stick too, so. Yeah, accident. nothing comes out when I'm too excited about TJ.
Doris says, I'm sitting here in Germany and it's midnight and I should go to bed, but I just can't. Because TJ's finally eating.
I know.
This is like 10 pounds for him today. Woohoo! Doing the happy
Whatever he'll
dance.
eat, I will give him.
I know. I'll go back and cut up more for Hoover and Sue.
Yes. Baby, you want some more?
I'll tell you, I have to meet a computer repairman at 7:30. He's going to say, you stink. Where have you been? And why are you covered in blood?
I know.
Why do you have blood all over your legs? You smell like meat.
Time to give you all the fog stuff, baby.
Taking care of all the babies today. Oh, I'm so happy, TJ.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's funny, the little stuff that, woohoo, you know? Like Carol and her rain, you know? It's me and the food.
Oh, God.
And Angie and the tea.
I won't cry. I promise I won't.
Yeah, right.
He makes me so happy when he eats.
I know. It had to be like 10 pounds for him.
Oh, I love that cat.
You love them all. And you know, Gabby never comes over and interrupts anything. She's just the most polite girl.
Oh, Lord.
Bye, teacher. Thank you.
I'm so
So he
happy
took
for
his
that
pill,
cat.
right?
Oh, yeah. First thing he took, and he actually got up for it. Like, he was far. And he was like, ooh, that smells good.
As long as it's pork. He gave a little bit of red, but then he gave me some guff about it.
Well, I gave him 2 thighs, and he ate them, and then he went, not so much. All right, now we're going to wait.
So now the wind is really blowing on this. Can you guys hear the wind, or is the sock really taking that out? Hi, Reise. Reise. Yeah. 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 Yeah, you're on the list. That's good to know, Lynn. Thank you. I forget who told me to stick a sock over it. Of course, my feet look funny now. So you know what my sock looks like on my phone. Well, actually you may not, because none of us usually wear matching socks. But today I actually had a matching pair. Maybe when we ride on the cart in a few minutes, that really gets the wind noise, and I'll see how that does on that. I forget who told me this hack. Might have been the sound lady from the BBC. Oh, you're so precious. You are. You're just so precious. You can be adorable. You think maybe if you're adorable, they'll hurry up and come feed you? They're busy weighing the food. Besides, you ate breakfast. You just need your meds. I know, Laura, she's got the cutest little voice. And she makes us all talk funny. Just trying to get her to talk. Yeah. Lauren, this is Reise. Oh, you probably knew that. I think I'm going to cut just the toe off of a sock and stick that over the end, because right now I've got this big floppy sock thing hanging over the side, which looks ridiculous. Make all the cats laugh. Catherine, our Director of Donor Appreciation, bought one of the International Tiger Day tote bags that I think it's TJ on there. Jamie did some really good designs for International Tiger Day, and we're trying to raise $5,000 that actually will go to tigers in the wild. The project that we've been funding is for these fences that go around wells, because in the area where we're doing this work, they have these open wells, so it's not like what you probably picture in your mind where it's got like a wall around the well. These are just like holes in the ground, and so what happens is when a lion or a tiger or leopard are chasing their prey and they go tearing across the field in the middle of the night, and both of them end up falling in the well and drowning. So we're paying to build fences around the wells so that the animals will hit a fence instead of falling in and dying.
We have a new world record for TJ. Grand total for TJ, 12 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited.
There's got to be a happy dance in that. At least a high five.
Oh my God, I'm so
look, she's
excited.
coming over here.
Look at you.
I am just so excited. Where are you going?
Where you going? You didn't like our happy dance? No happy
Okay,
dance.
Reise Bean.
But you know what? I fed her in that lockout today, and she came right out.
Baby girl, where are you going?
Little Wanda loved your happy
Baby
dance.
girl. Where are you going? Where are you going? Come here.
Did it ring around the den?
Come here.
That's what I did with Banshee and Little Dove a while ago.
Come here. Let's do this in a, civilized spot.
Follow her, Rice. Hey, what's going on with her shoulder, girl? Look at her left shoulder.
Wow.
It's lump.
Yeah, it looks like she got
Man.
fluids.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna try to take a picture of it.
What is that?
What? How did that go to that big?
That was
Baby
not
girl.
there this morning.
Here. All right. What? Baby girl. Yeah.
Do you have a camera?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that was not there this morning when I fed her.
Okay. I know. Come on, baby girl. Reise. Reise.
Rice!
Am I too close?
Rice!
Reise, come here. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Good girl. You're gonna be back. I am patient. Come on. I did, but I want a better shot. Come on.
He's like, what are you doing? See, nobody's doing anything to you, Reise.
I got a good shot there.
So what Angie will do is text that to the vet team, and obviously not bothering her much.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you alone, baby girl. I got my pictures.
Yeah, if you do Aspen, Mac, and Mickey, I'll see if I can get her to calm down and come over. I took it to the cart. The cart.
What
I took
is
the stick
that?
and,
I don't see like any wet spot or puncture. Or...
No.
Come on, baby girl. Come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. you?
It's like you're wearing your heart on your sleeve.
She got a mat on the side of her butt? Or maybe it's just the way her hair is.
I think it's just floofy.
That's okay, honey. We all get bigger butts when we get older. Hi, baby girl. Hey, sweetheart. Oh, best cougar ever. Best cougar ever. Miss Aspen Echo. Can I come see you?
Were you playing with that?
Hi.
Playing with your treat bag? Oh, for goodness sake. You're learning bad manners from Reise. Carol, it's possible.
Girl, last few bites. These will make you feel much better. Much better. Ah, baby. Good girl. You're so good. You know, I'll forgive you that first little outburst.
Don't know what that was about.
Yeah, okay.
It seems like a really weird spot for a snake bite. You would expect that to be more on the undercarriage of the cat, not on the up on the shoulder like that. And we've had cats who have been bitten by snakes out here before, even rattlers, that survive just fine. The only time we've ever had them die from it is when the snake bit them in the throat. This was back in the 90s. And of course they just swell up so fast that they can't breathe. But we'll keep an eye on that, and the vets are getting the text. I am going out the outback. I'm glad somebody's paying attention.
You're not walking.
Come on, baby. No, he's just going to be you. And you're going to, you know, be pampered and giving you meds.
Diane,
Be
that's a possibility as well. We've had spider bites before too. It didn't look like that. Not nearly that pussy.
Hi, back there. There you go, my nose.
Nah.
Oh, he's coming out. He's
Nah.
coming up the front.
Oh, where are you? Come on. Come on. Oh. Okay. So I have the turkey you didn't eat earlier. So this savagery I expect. Reise is not so much.
But you got
I
a
mean,
stick, Rice.
Not Reise,
Aspen.
Aspen's not so much.
Why, was Aspen bad?
She was like that for the first bite.
The first bite, then she was her dainty self, but I was like, what happened there?
Did you already do Jade?
Yes,
Are they back together?
yes.
Okay. Was that good, Mac Daddy? Was that good? Was that good, my Mac Daddy?
He's so
Oh, I see Mac's been here. I see Cinnamon over here. I see Cinnamon over here on the ground.
I'm surprised he's not on his
Has
ground.
your daddy been here? Has your daddy been here?
Who's your daddy, Mac Daddy? Nikki.
Not for you, Mom.
Much more dainty. Like a gentleman. Unlike Mac. Such a gentleman. Yes, you are. Very intense face, but you're still a very pretty gentleman. Oh. Alright, last one.
No, not the
Hi.
last one.
You're so cute. I know.
Here, go
Don't stick your paw out. No paw sticking.
I know.
Good boy.
I know nicknames.
Is that yummy? That was so good.
He said I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh, man, Daddy, you gonna stay out for a while? Are you gonna stay out for a while, love bug?
Yeah.
Huh? Are you gonna stay out for a while, love bug? I love you, Mac. Yes, I do. Can you purr for me? Can you purr for me? No? You're not gonna purr for me? There we go. There we go.
Oh, you got him to purr.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever heard him
He
purr.
doesn't hate me like he does Jen, Matt's wife.
Hi, Aspen Echo. That's the baby girl. That's the baby girl, huh?
Oh, now here comes one of Andy's favorites. Who's that?
Nikki Lion.
The most beautiful lioness in the world. I'm glad you specified lioness. He's the most beautiful lioness in the world.
Is one bucket empty?
And I am running out of battery, so I think Nikita Lion's probably going to be our last cat tonight. All right, driving the cart. Tell me if you hear the wind. That's great news.
Yeah,
Listen to you talking.
lots and lots. I love you so much. I do. I do. I do love you so much. Oh. Oh. Scratchy feeling, so I'm happy.
She's the queen of scrapes and scratches.
I know.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't either.
I think it's because she just rubs so hard on the side of the cage. Don't you, baby girl? You got an opera this morning, didn't you? The keeper tour. They loved you. Yeah.
Hang on. Last one, my baby. Hey, start brushing you. You have like loose hair. You're so cute. Wow. I love the fact she's almost as tall as me. Oh, boy.
My baby girl. I'll never forget when they moved her into Sarabi's old enclosure. And about 2 weeks after that, I walked by her, and I had to do a double take. I could have sworn it was Sarabi. She was scratching Sarabi's tree just like Sarabi did, and she just looked like her.
Were you channeling Sarabi?
She was.
She's like, I'm big, I'm powerful.
I'm thirsty.
Oh, she's such a good girl. if you'd get along with Cameron. You can ignore him just as good as Zebu can.